I was about 7 years old, and we realized that I had some sort of a problem with the way that I was walking, so my mother took me to the pediatrician, who said, you're going to need to go and see some specialists. We don't know what's going on. And I would say within 15, 20 minutes, they had told me I had something called dystonia. And I kind of looked and started laughing. I had no idea what it was. My mother didn't know what it was. And I got to a point of where the pain was horrendous, and I couldn't walk more than a couple of steps without either falling or having a great deal of pain. I started off by walking on my knees around the house. Every pair of jeans I had rips in the knees from walking around on the rugs. Then I would walk on all fours, which of course didn't work out very well because you couldn't carry anything around the house or really do anything. So I would go into a crab walk. And if you remember when you were back in high school, that big orange ball that the gym teacher took out, and you put your arms behind your back like this, and you had your feet where you kicked, that was how I got myself around the house. And I could hold things on my stomach. And so that's what I would do. I'd put whatever I needed on my stomach, and I'd get myself around like that, and that was how I got around the house. And I did that for a very long time. I ended up finally having to deal with the fact that I was going to go into a chair. And that was horrendous for me. So pretty much for the next 5 years, I was in that chair. And I said to Joe one day, I said, I have no quality of life. I can't get any worse than this. So we made that appointment. We went in there. We sat down with the doctors who took care of the deep brain stimulation. Deep brain stimulation is when they actually drill holes into your head and put in 2 probes into, depending on the type of dystonia that you have, they'll put it into a certain part of the brain. It blocks the nerve impulse for your body to spasm. And then the leads run down the sides of my head into the wires, which run down and around my neck and into the front of my collarbone. And then I have scars here, and I have batteries that keep it running. And these need to be changed every few years. But that's what keeps this thing running, and it blocks the nerve impulses and keeps the spasms away. It's a phenomenal thing. It's really cool. It was a couple of days after I had the surgery, I think it was, that I was actually able to stand up on crutches and walk. It was pretty quick. It was pretty cool. And then after that, it's been all awesome from there. I mean, it's like going to hell and coming back. And if it wasn't for the hospital, where would I be now? I don't even want to think of where I'd be now. I'd be in a really bad spot. I mean, I actually have a life now, and it's phenomenal. I have 2 great kids. I have a great husband. Things are normal, and it's good. And this surgery has given me back so much. New-York-Presbyterian's given me back so much. And the doctors there, they're always great. I've never had any issues with anybody there. They've always been above and beyond.